What if the government paid you to go to college to get your cybersecurity degree? There are great two programs that the government does sponsor. One is called the CyberAICorps AI program, and the other one's called the DoD SMART program. Both of them will pay you a college stipend as well as pay for your college degree. But in return, you give them a couple of years in civilian jobs, and they will then release you from your obligation. It is a great program. Let me show you how it works. Okay, let's start with the big idea. These are scholarship for service programs. The government helps pay for your education now, and you repay that investment through public service after you graduate, not by sending monthly loan payments. That can be extremely valuable for a student who already has an interest in cybersecurity, computer science, artificial intelligence, data science, or any other technical field. But the service obligation is important. Generally, every year of scholarship funding creates at least 1 year of requirement government employment afterward. So 2 years of support typically means that at least 2 years of service. This is why I would not describe these programs as completely free college. They are better understood as college funding combined with an early career employment commitment. Number 2, Program 1 is CyberAICorps Scholarship for Service, or some people still know it as CyberAICorps. This is the more cybersecurity specific of the two programs. The program has also expanded into artificial intelligence, both using AI in cybersecurity and protecting AI systems themselves. Students do not simply apply to one national scholarship website and take the money to any college they choose. They must attend a participating university with an approved CyberAICorps program, and each participating school manages its own student selection process. Under the current 2026 program rules, the scholarship can cover mandatory tuition and education-related fees. It also provides an academic year stipend of $27,000 for undergraduate students and $37,000 for graduate students. Scholars can receive a professional allowance of $6,000 per academic year for items such as books, certifications, conferences, training, research supplies, travel, and possibly even a one-time laptop purchase. The scholarship does not directly cover everything. For example, meal plans, housing, and parking are specifically excluded from the tuition and fee coverage, although the stipend can continuously help a student manage general living expenses. A student can receive up to 3 years of support. Eligibility is broader than many families realize. A student must be a United States citizen or lawful permanent resident and attend a full-time in an eligible cybersecurity or AI-focused program. Eligible students may include juniors and seniors working toward a bachelor's degree, master's students, and research-based doctoral students. There's even a community college pathway. A second-year community college student can potentially receive 1 year of support when the community college has a formal transfer agreement with a participating four-year university, allowing the student to transfer and receive additional support toward the bachelor's degree. Scholars must also complete qualified summer internship and after graduation, work in an approved government organization in an AI or cybersecurity-related role for at least as long as they receive the scholarship. That employment could potentially be with a federal, state, local, tribal, or territorial government organization, depending on program approval and the position. Security investigations may be required for internships and employment, and this is a serious contractual commitment. Failing to complete the academic or service requirements can result in the scholarship being repaid or converted into a prorated student loan obligation. Number 3, program number 2, the DoD SMART Scholarship. This is provided by the Department of Defense. SMART stands for Science, Mathematics, and Research for Transformation. Unlike the CyberAICorps, SMART is not exclusively a cybersecurity scholarship. It covers a much broader list of approved STEM disciplines. Cybersecurity-oriented students may qualify through fields such as computer science and engineering, information sciences, software engineering, data science, and analytics, electrical engineering, mathematics, and other related technical disciplines. SMART provides full tuition an annual stipend currently advertised as ranging from somewhere between $30,000 and $46,000. Book and health allowances, mentoring, summer internships, and a pathway to civilian employment with the Department of Defense after graduation. Students can receive between 1 and 5 years of funding, depending on the degree and the remaining time in school. SMART can support bachelor's, master's, and doctoral students, including incoming college freshmen. Current basic eligibility includes United States citizens, at least a 3.0 GPA, attendance or planned attendance at an accredited U.S. college, pursuit of an approved STEM degree, and the ability to obtain and maintain the required security clearance. The student is generally matched with a specific DoD sponsoring facility or lab. Multi-year scholarships normally complete summer internships with that sponsoring organization and return there as a civilian employee after graduation. Every academic year funded creates 1 full calendar year of civilian DoD service. Applications traditionally open annually beginning August 1st, but families should always verify the current application cycle and requirements directly with the program. Okay, who should seriously consider this? These programs are best for students who already have a genuine interest in cybersecurity, AI, computer science, or another qualifying STEM field, and who are open to beginning their career in public service. They're not ideal for someone who accepts the scholarship only because of the money, but has no interest in government work, security requirements, or the possibility of having less control over their first employer and location. For a high school student, the smartest approach is to work backward. First, identify the likely major. Second, check which colleges actually participate in CyberAICorps or offer a strong SMART eligible degree. Third, examine the service obligation and employment requirements before selecting a school or accepting a scholarship. California families should not assume that every UC, CSU, or private university offers these opportunities. Participation and student selection procedures vary by institution and can change. Done correctly, however, these programs can transform college from a large debt obligation into a funded education, paid professional experience, and a defined first career step. The bottom line is that both programs do offer a very valuable degree in cybersecurity. The return or the actual expectation is that if the government is going to pay for your college education, you give back to them in a civilian manner, working in the government, but as a civilian, not going into military action. And that will then satisfy the requirement to pay for your college education, as well as give you a stipend to live while you're going to college. It is a great opportunity for your students, your children, to get a college education without the heavy debt that is often required to go to college.